Hey now, Rob here, Rob's School of Music. So, it's Thursday here, day 4, going online, hanging out at the school by myself, waiting for the lessons to start for the day. And I wanted to do some talking about one of the guitars I've had for the, one of my oldest guitars, to me at least. I mean, there's a white Strat back there, that's from 1997. That was like my first nice guitar. And then I have an 83 Strat, because that's the year from which I was born, but I got that later. But this guitar, this was custom built by my guitar teacher and great friend, Mr. Rybal, back in 1999, but it's gone through some evolution. So in 99, I was playing in my band Black Roses, and you know, it was rock, and Metallica was a big influence. So we had the Floyd Rose, obviously, because who doesn't want a Floyd Rose, right? Not super practical for the kind of music I do now, but at the time it made a ton of sense. In its first iteration, it had an EMG 81 and an 89 in the bridge. So the 81, that Metallica active pickup sound, and then the 89 you could coil tap, so I had to switch over here to kind of put it into a single coil mode. And then at the time it had a bird's eye maple neck with an ebony fingerboard and abalone, how do we say this word? Inlays, and then sort of like a PRS style headstock. And then a couple years back, and then I just didn't use it. I didn't use this guitar probably for close to 10 years, just because, you know, the Floyd Rose and the active pickups, it didn't fit the kind of music I was doing. And then once we got more of the wedding type gigs and we started doing more 80s shreddy metal, I figured it's time to bring it back to life, but it had to come back to sort of where it makes sense at the time. So I went back to Ryan, revamped it. We got this giant, I don't know if you can see how thick that is, but that is a roasted maple neck. It is solid and fantastic, and it has this huge, sort of like a rounded V contour in the back, but then it's tapered, so it slims out for shredding, and the very biggest frets possible I could purchase. The giant 70s style Fender headstock, but of course if it's going to be an 80 shred machine, it had to be a backwards headstock. And then we put some DiMarzio pickups in it. I'm the worst with this stuff, so I don't really remember what they are, but I think there might be a PAF in there, and Aaron Norton or a Super Distortion, I'm not really sure, but they shred, they're great. And then of course, now that Ryan is doing guitars, we got the Rybal logo on there, so I love it. Coily cable going into custom Mesa triple crown in the dirty channel. Love this blue color. Thanks Dave Ross for the hookup on that. And yeah, man, it's a killer guitar. But then it can kind of clean up too, so that's the story. Then if I go to the clean setting, and then I put it on, I split the coils, still I can do that, and I go to this middle pickup sound, then you get kind of like a telly sound. So we got there. Single coil neck pickup, humbucker neck, bridge, single coil bridge, and then we kick it to the heavy shreds. All right, guys, check out Ryan if you need some sick guitars, and we'll see you online for lessons. Stay safe, wash your hands, and keep smiling.